Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with a new topic, nouns, in which we will study about nouns and its kinds. There is a warm-up exercise also given here, which we will do after completing the chapter. Right, children? Now, before moving on to kinds of nouns, let us revise or recall what a noun is. Or I can say, if I ask you a question, just give me one word for nouns that you have been studying from class 1. So what will be your answer? Just think and tell me. Yes, it is naming words. So we can say nouns are the naming words, or we can define noun in a simple language, or we can say a noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. So noun means a name. When we give a name to a person, to a place, to a thing or an animal, we are talking, or an idea, we are talking about a noun. Now, the kinds of nouns. There are 4 kinds of nouns. Number 1, proper noun, common noun, collective noun and abstract noun. So first we talk about the proper noun. What is a proper noun? Proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, animal or thing. So when we specifically talking about a person, place, animal or thing, we are talking about a proper noun. For example, Ravi. So Ravi is the name of a person, New York is the name of a place, Snowy is the name of an animal, McDonald burger is the name of a thing. So when we specifically talking about the person, place, animal or thing, we are talking about a proper noun. Or we can say a specific name is known as a proper noun. Number 2, common noun. Common noun is the name of any person, place, animal or thing in general. So when we talk about something, it can be a person, place, animal or thing, and we talk about them generally. So we can say we are talking about a common noun. A common noun doesn't denote or signify a particular name. So what is the difference we have seen in both? When we are talking about a particular name, it is a proper noun. When we are talking about a general name, it is a common noun. Now, the third type, collective noun. Collective noun is the name of a collection of people, animals or things. Collection means, children, I know, you all know it. Collection means a group. When we talk about a group, it can be a group of people, it can be a group of animals or group of things. We are talking about a collective noun. Then the next is abstract noun. Abstract noun is the name of an idea or feeling. Abstract noun is the name, or we can say it denotes a quality, an action or a state of being. That means like I am happy. So that means this word happy, what it denotes? It denotes a state of being. I am happy. So sympathy, wisdom, what are these? These are the qualities, these are the feelings. So when we talk about these feelings, these ideas, we are talking about an abstract noun. So with this, we have completed the kinds of nouns. So once again we revise what we have learned in all these 4 kinds of nouns. Proper noun is the name of a, when we are talking about a particular name or a specific name, it is a proper noun. When we are talking about in general, it is a common noun. When we are talking about a collection, it is a collective noun. And when we are talking about an idea or a feeling, it is an abstract noun. Children, we will do the given exercise in which you have to use the collective nouns given in the box to complete these sentences. Number 1. The Indian cricket dash won the World Cup in the year 2011. So it is team, Indian cricket team. Number 2. Antonio's dash of ships was said to be all lost at sea. It is fleet. Number 3. The boys were attacked by a dash of bees. It is swarm of bees. Number 4. A large dash gathered in the street. Crowd. A large crowd gathered in the street. Number 5. We greeted our teacher with a dash of roses. It is bouquet. We greeted our teachers with a bouquet of roses. Number 6. The performers were part of a dash that had come from Russia. It is true. Number 7. A large dash of sheep caused a traffic jam on the highway. It is flock of sheep. Number 8. There is a dash of ants under the rotting tree. It is colony. Number 9. The police caught a dash of robbers last night. Gang. Number 10. A dash of musicians performed at the fete. It is band. So number 10 is band. So you can do this exercise in the book. I hope you all have got the book now. So please do complete this exercise in the book better. Now we move on to the next exercise, in which you have to form abstract nouns using appropriate suffixes. So I'll just dictate the answer to you, and at the end of the video the PDF will be provided so that you can complete the exercises in the book. So let's begin. Number 1. Able, ability. Number 2. Difficult, difficulty. Number 3. Explore, exploration. Number 4. Warm, warmth. Number 5. Hero, heroism. Number 6. False, falsehood. Now, number 7. Agent, agency. Number 8. Brave, bravery. Number 9. Young, youth. Number 10. High, height. Number 11. Vain, vanity. Number 12. Consistent, consistency. Number 13. Grow, growth. Number 14. Invite, invitation. Number 15. Judge, judgment. Number 6. Neighbor, neighborhood. 17. Member, membership. 18. King, kingdom. Right? Now we move on to the next exercise C, in which it is asked you to write 2 proper nouns for the given common noun. So proper noun means, as I told you, a special name. You all know it, a specific name. So like car. So you have to write down the name of any 2 car, right? Restaurant, any 2 restaurant name, like Parivar, Rasoi, river, like the name of river, any 2 rivers name, any 2 friends name. So you have to write 2 names for the given common noun, right? Now we move on to the next part of the lesson, that is numbers. In this, number means accounting. When we talk of one person, animal or thing, we say that it is in the singular form. So when we talk about one thing or a single thing, we can say it is a singular form of noun. For example, dog, piano, ox, magazine, country, calf. And when we talk of more than one person, animal or thing, we say that it is in the plural form. So plural means more than one and singular means single or one. Right? Now, the next thing is given countable nouns. Countable nouns. The nouns that can be counted. Which can be counted. We can count them. For example, 10 marbles, 3 pencils. So, the things which can be counted are known as countable nouns. Children, there are certain rules to change the singular form of noun into plural noun. So, let's see what are the different rules that we have to follow. So, one by one, we go through each and every rule. Number 1. In this, many nouns form their plural by adding s. So, by just simply add to the given noun, given singular noun, it will change into plural form. For example, you can see in the first example, it is book. So just add s and it has become books. In the same way, the second rule, nouns which end in s, double s, sh, cs, z or x form their plural by adding es. So in this, the nouns which end with these letters, you can change them into plural by adding es to it. For example, bus, buses. So you can see the word bus ends with s. So if you add es to it, it becomes buses. In the same way, church, it ends with ch, and if you add es, it becomes churches. Right? Now we move on to the third rule. Nouns which end in o form their plural by adding es. For example, mango. So the word ends with o, and if you add es to it, it becomes mangoes. Some nouns which end in o form their plural by adding s only. Right? For example, photo. Here you can see the word ends with o, and if you add s to it, it becomes photos. So this is the plural form. Now, the next one is some nouns that end in f or fe form their plural by changing the f or fe to v and adding es. For example, thief, thieves, wife, wives. So what you have to do, children? If the word ends with f or fe, you have to change this f and fe into v and add. What you have to add? You have to add es to it. Right? So the singular noun changes into plural noun, like thief, thieves. So f, we have removed f and put in place of f we have put v and add es to it. In the same way, the next one is some nouns which end in a consonant followed by y form their plural by changing the y to I and adding es. So suppose a word in which you can see, like for example, the example is already given, city. So just before y, what you can see, which letter is given? T, which is a consonant. So what you have to do in this, you have to remove y, and place of y you have to put I and add es. So change into plural. Right? Changes into plural. The next one is nouns which end in a vowel followed by y form their plural by adding s. And in case if the word in a word just before y the letter which is given is a vowel. Vowel you all know, a, e, I, o, u. If the word vowel is given just before y, in that you did not do anything, just simply add s to it and it becomes plural. Right? Now, some nouns do not follow any rules of forming their plural. They don't follow any rule. So, for example, you can see like child, children, men, mouse, mice, ox, oxen, goose, geese, woman, women, tooth, teeth, person, people, louse, lice. So they don't follow any rule for changing into plural. Right? Some nouns remain the same in the singular and plural form. That means there is no change in their singular or plural form. They remain the same. Like, for example, it is given sheep. It remains the sheep in the plural form also. Like deer will remain deer in the plural form. Right? Now that we go to the next rule. Some common or some nouns exist only in the plural form. So there are certain nouns which exist only in the plural form. they don't exist in singular form, right? So they exist in only plural form. For example, series, scissors, species, tongs, right? Now next, in compound nouns, the plural ending is added to the main noun. So compound nouns means the noun which is made up of two words, two or more than two words, right? So in this, which word will be changed into plural? The main word, right? For example, attorney general. So what is the main word here? It is attorney. So you have to change this word into attorneys general. So this is changed into plural, right? Now the second example is daughter-in-law. What is the main word here? Daughter-in-law, daughter. So daughter will be changed into plural by adding s to it, and it becomes daughters-in-law, right? Now we move on to the next rule. Words borrowed from Latin that end in us. There are certain words which are Latin. So if a Latin word that ends in us, you can see in the example here, alumnus. So it is a Latin word. Its end with us, us, and this us will change into I, and it becomes the plural. For example, alumnus will change into alumni, fungus, fungi, right? The next rule, words borrowed from Latin that end in form their plural by changing to a, like curriculum. You can see it ends with and you have to change, if you want to change it into plural, what you have to change? You have to change this into a. So it becomes curricula, right? In the next rule, we can see there are certain Latin words that end in a. Form their plural by adding e to it. For example, antenna. So you can see it ends with the letter a, and if you add e to it, it becomes antennae, right? So simply by adding e, it becomes or change into plural. Now the next one is words borrowed from Latin that end in on, form their plural by changing on to a. This is clear from the example, criterion, right? Criterion. So this on will change into a. On change into a, and it becomes criteria, right? Words borrowed from Latin and in ex form their plural by changing ex to ic and adding es, right? So this can also be seen here. Vertex, ex is here. So this ex will change into ic, and by adding es, it becomes vertices, right? Vertex will change into vertices. Words borrowed from French that end in eau, this form their plural by adding x, like bureau, and it will be changed into bureau. So by adding eau, and what you have to do, you have to add x to it, it becomes bureaus, the plural. Now nouns ending in is become plural by changing is to es. That can also be seen in the given example. Possess, in this you can see the word ends with the word is, that is we have to change into es, and it becomes the plural. So I hope there are certain rules. If you can understand well by reading once again on your own, so go through each and every rule, try to read and understand, and you are not able to understand, you can ask me afterwards, right? So I'll explain you once again. Now we do the next exercise in which you have to correct the errors in the use of nouns or verbs in the given sentences. Number 1, the news are bad. So it is in place of are you have to write is. The news is bad. Number 2, diabetes are incurable. So in place, diabetes is a name of a disease considered as singular noun. So just remove are and write is. Diabetes is. Now the next one is your luggages are so heavy. So in this, just drop s from the word luggage. It is luggage, not luggages, and just place of are you have to write is. Your luggage is so heavy. Now the fourth one, mother bought 2 loaves of bread. So it is mother bought 2 loaves of bread. L-O-A-V-E-S. Right? The fifth one, put the 2 bookcases in the study. It is put the 2 bookcases. Add s to the bookcase. So put the 2 bookcases in the study. There are lots of mouses in the attic. It is not mouses. It is mice. Lots of mice in the attic. I ate 2 stuffed tomato for lunch. It is not tomato. It is tomatoes. Add s to it. Now we move on to the 8th one. Add 2 spoons full of vanilla essence to the batter. So it is add 2 spoonfuls. Just remove s from here, spoons. You have to remove s from spoons, and it is add s after fuls. So add 2 spoonfuls of vanilla essence to the batter. Mathematics are my favorite subject. Mathematics is my favorite subject. Right? 10th, how many deers are left in Alipur Zoo? It is how many deer. Just drop s from the word deer. Okay. Now 11th, I wrote many essays for my history class. So the spelling of essays is wrong. I wrote many essays. It is the spelling of essays is E-S-S-A-Y-S. Now the 12th one, the engineer installed 5 softwares in the laptop. It is only software. Just drop s from the word softwares. The passer-bys help the victim get to the hospital. So it is the passers. You have to add s to the word passer. It becomes passers, and bys. From bys you have to drop s. Drop means remove s. Passers-by help the victim get to the hospital. And 14th one, there are 32 permanent tooths in an adult human. There are 32 permanent teeth, not tooth, teeth in an adult human. So we have completed this exercise. So with this, I come to an end for today's session. Now the rest of the part will be explained in the next video, and the exercises which we have done today, I'll provide you the PDF also. So from the PDF, try to do these exercises in the book and copy. So exercises A, B and C can be done in the book itself, and exercise D, this exercise you have to do it in the language copy. You all make please try to make one English language copy in which the exercises which I ask you to do, please do those exercises in that copy. So exercise D to be done in your English language copy. The rest 3 exercises A, B, C has to be done in the book itself, right? So with this, we come to end of the class. Thank you. God bless you.